At this time, we ask that you please silence all cell phones and pagers, and as you know, flash photography and video recording is not allowed. We also ask that you please remove all caps and hats so the people behind and around you can enjoy the view. Gum chewing is not allowed, and please don't stick it under your seat. We're happy that you've joined us here at the Orange Blossom Opry and ask that you please take all refuse with you to the nearest exit as you leave the auditorium. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hey, I come here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. And I'm not trying to be nobody, I just want a place to be myself.
I spent 1,000 miles of thumbing. Yeah, I wore blisters on my heels. I'm just trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield.
Say you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you would sit and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Oh, Dougie! I spent some time in San Francisco. I spent a night there in the can. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $20 from that man.
Left him my watch in my old house key. I don't want folks thinking that I'd steal. And I thanked him as I was leaving. And I headed out to Bakersfield.
Say you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you would sit and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Say you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you would sit and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you would sit and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Opry. How y'all doing tonight? It's a big night. It's Saturday night. It's Dougie steals the show, but not yet. Not till the second half of the show. However, we had to make some arrangements, and we just kind of moved around a little bit so we could, what's the word I'm looking for? Accommodate Mr. Stock in his show in the second half. That's what we told him. We said, enjoy it tonight, but don't get used to it. Anyway, I forgot. I got to keep talking. Welcome to the show. Hey, how many people are here at the Orange Blossom Opry for the very first time? We always like to see the newcomers. All right, a couple. Not many. A couple. All right, well, that's good. We got some regulars, and then we got some of you who are irregular. And we're glad that you're here. Tonight, as you know, is Dougie Steals the Show on the second half of the show. But for now, we're going to just continue on and play some songs. And I want to introduce the band to you. For those of you, I guess if everybody's been here before, then everybody knows everybody, right? Everybody knows everybody. All right, how about I do this? I'll point and you introduce the band. Ready? On bass guitar. Kevin! That's right, Kevin Kingston, everybody. Round of applause. Back here on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Todd Bowers on the drums, everyone. Over there on the. Hey, why are these people still late? What's the matter? Over here, our lead guitar player from the great state of Texas. His name is. All right, Mickey Adams, everybody. And the greatest singer ever over there singing lead up for us. His name is. That's right. That's Dustin Jenkins. All right, and really, really loud. The star of the show tonight on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's Doug Stock. Our sound man tonight is the same sound man we have every night, ladies and gentlemen. He's also from Cookeville, Tennessee. Say hello to our pal Nathan Smith up there on sound. There's a whole bunch of people up in that crow's nest going on up there tonight. I don't know who's even up there, but I know Karen's up there somewhere, so say hello to Karen back there. She's taking care of the video stuff. And is Eddie up there? There he is. Our light guy this evening and every evening is Fast Eddie. Say hello to Fast Eddie up there. And we're going to play a few songs before we go back and pretend like none of this happened. Then we'll come back with Doug Stock. But two.
Oh, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. We all ready to have a good time tonight. Hey, now the whole town's talking about the line I'm walking that leads right to your door. Oh, how I used to roll. I was a rolling stone. Well, I used to have a wild side. They say a country mile wide. I'd burn those beer joints down. That's all changed now. Not really. You turned my life around. Oh, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. I used to love them and leave them. Oh, I'd brag about my freedom, how no one could tie me down. Then I met you. Now my heart beats true. Baby, you and me together feels more like forever than anything I've ever known. We're right on track. I ain't looking back. Oh, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Come on, Bobby. Hey. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? 'Cause I've got a first class ticket, but I'm blue as a boy can be. Walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the field. Walking in Memphis. Saw the ghost of Elvis down on Union Avenue, and I followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered around his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. I'm walking in there, I'm walking with my feet 10 feet off a field, walking in there. But do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air. Reverend Green, he'll be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. You got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays the piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and then Doug asked me if I would do a little number, so I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. I'm walking in Memphis. I'm walking with my feet 10 feet off a pill, walking in Memphis. Oh, but do I really feel the way I feel? I'm walking in Memphis. I'm walking with my feet 10 feet off a pill, walking in Memphis. Oh, but do I really feel the way I feel? Thank y'all.
Dustin Jenkins, everybody.
Okay. Here's a song by Billy Dean. Billy Dean.
Yeah.
Well, how does she know what makes me laugh? Yes, and how does she know where to scratch my back? How could she figure it out so easily? Yeah, I swear that girl's been spying on me. Where does she get those big blue eyes? How does she know where or what I like? How could anybody fit me right down to a G? I swear that girl's been spying on me. She's been using information I've had locked up deep inside to be the perfect woman I'll be looking for all my life. Maybe we're just two people meant to be. Either that or that girl's been spying on me. Now she knows all my inner thoughts, 'cause she's got ways of making me talk, while she remains a mystery. swear that girl's been spying on me. Yeah, 'cause she's been using information I've had locked up deep inside. Be the perfect woman, yeah, I've been looking for her all my life. Maybe we're just two people meant to be. Either that or that girl's been spying on me. Maybe we're just two people meant to be. Yeah, either that or that girl's been spying on me. Well, that girl been spying on me. That girl been spying on me. Well, talking about that girl been spying on me. Talking that girl, she's been spying on me. Thank you.
Hi. Shh. I mean, it's your show. Silence? He said that's his favorite song that we do is
This
Silence.
song that you're going to do right now, I wish
Yeah.
you'd do it every night.
Well, we basically do. Let's show them which one it is. Well, the world just lost two lonely people. The world just lost two broken hearts. The odds were against us, but baby, here we are. In our own little place, in our own little corner. This whole cold world just got a little warmer. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna hold you in my arms. And when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it is once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more than to be living in a moment you would die for? If we never get rich on what money can buy, it don't matter, and I'll tell you why. 'Cause I've got it all when I'm holding you this way. Hey, I live to love you, I die to keep you safe inside these arms that need you. I'll be loving you with the very last breath I take. Oh, and when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it is once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. And now tell me something, who could ask for more than to be living in a moment you would die for? Oh, ashes to ashes, dust into dust. Well, I'll lay beside you forever in love. And when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it is once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more than to be living in a moment? Oh yeah, I'm loving every minute. Hey, tell me something, who could ask for Thank y'all.
This next one's my favorite.
This next one's a hard one, Kevin. I hope I can remember the intro. We actually haven't done this one in a while. Been a while. I mean, like at least a couple weeks.
More than that. And it's hard too. So
It's a hard one. So if they like it, what should they do?
they should raise the roof because this is such a hard song. When we get done, he gets done. We all get done with this song. I want you to. We want to feel the love.
Okay, you can stop talking. I think I remember it now. The face of an angel, pretty eyes that shine. I lie awake at night, wishing you were mine. I'm standing here holding the biggest heartache in town. Whenever you come around, I get weak in the knees and I lose my breath. Oh, I try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. And when you smile, that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, now I feel so helpless. I feel just like a kid. What is it about you that makes me keep my feelings hid? I wish I could tell you, but the words can't be found. Whenever you come around, 'cause I get weak in the knees and I lose my breath. Oh, I try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. And when you smile, that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, how about it for Mickey back there on the guitar? I get weak in the knees and I lose my breath. Oh, I try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. When you smile, that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, and when you smile, that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, whenever you come around.
Justin Jenkins.
Yeah, well, if you think that song was hard, watch this next one.
Who was once a bullhook and the son of a gun? Who kept a pipe hidden out behind chute number 1? Who was riding high to the pretty girl she rode into the ground? Any kid knows where to find me, Bandy the rodeo clown. In the riding and the roping, I'm closing in on number 1. My dreams at night I'd ride upon the silver saddle that I'm number 1. She left me the whiskey, takes me to the rodeo ground. Any kid knows where to find me, Bandy the rodeo clown. I could ride 'em all, Bulls and the Bronx knew I was boss. Ride that woman took me on, broke a whole lot more than this old cowboy's bones. Tears on my makeup, melt my painted smile into a frown. All the cowboys think I'm handy, I'm Bandy the rodeo clown. Come on, Dougie. I could ride 'em all. The Bulls and the Bronx knew I was boss. Ride that woman took me on, broke a whole lot more than this old cowboy's bones. Tears on my makeup, melt my painted smile into a frown. All the girls think I'm a dandy, Bandy the rodeo clown. All the cowboys say I'm handy, Bandy the rodeo clown.
Isn't that a great song?
Mickey Adams, everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey, how many of you folks come out and see us on Friday Night Live? Bunch of you all been here? So you all been here. All right, a lot of folks. Well, we have to work up new songs for Friday Night Live because we have a lot of the same people coming. As you can see, I'm going to try to stand up here. And I like being back here. Now that I'm back here, oh, you got it made back here. The air conditioner's back here. Todd's back here. I'm up front there, you know, sweating.
But when you're up front, Bobby,
I'm
you're
pretty-
closer to me.
Yeah. Well, there is that, but I'm pretty comfortable back here too. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you is that we've worked up a new song, and in the course of working up a new song, we found a hidden talent we didn't know we had. Now, later on this evening, Doug Stock's going to do a show where he plays literally every instrument on the stage, but we found out by working up this song that not only does he have a hidden talent? But would you not say, Dustin, he's probably one of the best a person at playing this instrument you've ever heard in your life?
I would, but before we start, hang on just a minute.
You got to order a pizza or what? Oh, picture Doug.
Photo op.
Thought I better do it before he gets too big.
So,
Which is about 21 minutes from
so
now.
before, while we execute this next song, we would like you all to look and just realize what a professional. You said you're classically trained on this instrument. Classically, Juilliard. Went to Juilliard and studied this instrument, and the man is simply incredible.
I didn't know there's anybody by the name of Julie ever played it.
That was his major right there. He majored in cowbell.
All right, y'all. That sounds pretty good.
More cowbell!
All right, now, listen, y'all clapping too fast. It's this right here. I'm not going to start singing a word till every person in this place is doing this right here. Come on, get them up above your heads. Come on, get involved now. Come on. I think we're ready now. I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lady looking for leaf clover. Won't ease the hurt that I feel all over. My life was one special occasion until you leave and left me this situation. Oh, I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you let me down. Standing on shaky ground ever since you let me down. Hey now, my car got a read for this morning. All the times I have not seen in years. Girl, you better throw me a life preserver, 'cause I'm about to drown in my own tears. Hey now, I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you let me down. Standing on shaky ground ever since you let me down. Come on, boy. Come on, everybody. Don't quit on us now. Y'all like that kind of music in here? Standing on shaky ground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ever since you let me down. Oh, oh, standing on shaky ground. Oh, ever since you let me down. Hey, yeah. Oh, I'm standing on shaky ground. Yes, I am. Ever since you let me down. Standing on shaky ground. Ever since you let me down. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. If you'd like lessons, just get a hold of me after the.
I don't know, man. That was quite the execution of the cowbell.
What do they say? Shake it, don't break it.
Right. Well, huh?
Can you imagine a cowbell player who wears a
Okay,
beeper
let me
thinking he's going to get a
figure
gig?
a key, man. Okay. You want to, Todd? I'm not used to being back here. I'm all confused back here. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. Got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case to fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Hey, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I don't know what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile off my face. I'm running around and I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing and you find that you're a self-made man. And your family all comes calling. They slap you on the back and say, please. Y'all sing, come on. Get it, Dougie. Well, I'm trying to make some sense of it all. I can see it makes no sense at all. It's so cold sleeping here on the floor. Yeah, I don't think that I can take any more. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing and you find that you're a self-made man. And your family all comes calling. They slap you on the back and say, please. Y'all sing, come on. Get it, son. Don't know why I came here tonight. Got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared of sleeping here on the floor. Yeah, I don't think that I can take any more. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Hey, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Hey, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Hey, y'all know what? Stuck in the middle with you. So that's our political song. You know, Democrats on the left and Republicans on the right. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Nobody can be mad about that, can they?
Bobby, that kind of looks like you in the morning.
It does. I told him not to put that picture up there. Y'all having a good time? Everybody okay? We're going to do one more song here. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back with Dougie Steals the Show. As you can see, he's got... he's ready. The place looks like a damn pawn shop up here. That's what it looks like.
Can you imagine hauling all that stuff out to make $100?
Yeah. Now you know. See, I usually I'm up there and I have to move my stuff every day. Thursday I have to move over there. Friday back here. Saturday over here. Y'all just stay in one spot. I may stay here and let you haul your junk back and forth.
I'm starting to appreciate where I am.
Yeah.
My station in life.
Yeah, but I'm going to get if I get a recliner back here. I'll be
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What do you say, fellas?
Yep.
Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira.
Eyes that look like heaven, lips like cherry wine. That girl can sure enough make my little light shine. Oh, I've got a funny feeling running up and down my spine.
ba ba mow mow.
Giddy up.
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
High, oh, silver, hey, way.
Listen, y'all. See, tonight I'm gonna meet her at the county line cafe just down the road here. I'm gonna give her all the love that I can. Yes, I am. Well, she's gonna jump and holler, 'cause I've saved up my last dollar. We're gonna go and find that preacher man, and I'm singing Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up,
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
giddy up.
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
High, oh, silver, hey, way.
we take it up, we're singing
Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up,
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
giddy up.
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
High, oh, silver, hey, way.
We ain't done yet, we're singing
Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up,
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
giddy up.
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
High, oh, silver, hey, way.
one more time, we're singing
Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Giddy up,
Boom ba ba mow mow.
giddy up.
Boom ba ba boom ba ba mow mow.
High, oh, silver, hey, way. High, oh, silver, hey, way. Elvira. Thank you, everybody. We're the Orange Blossom Opry Band. We're going to be right back in about 15 minutes. So y'all stick around. It's fixing to get loud and crazy in here. Why, you know, anything may happen tonight.
Well, I cut the hole out in his seat.
Yeah, he took the
Got a tray
chewables.
that slides in the back. Make sure everybody's out of the lobby, y'all, because I want everybody out here before we start. First of all, I'm sure he will say it, but this place is packed all the way to the back, and I'm not a serious guy very often, but God bless you all for supporting our band. My God.
Absolutely.
Y'all have been wonderful. Y'all have been absolutely wonderful. You come out on Friday nights. This is just, I mean, it's Dougie, it's our band, but it's Dougie, and I know this means the world to him, and it does to us. Dustin and I were saying, I can't believe anybody came out, but my God. That's not true. You came out in groves. The place is packed. And again, thank you all so much. I think we're getting ready to go. I don't have much of any more announcements. Let me tell you about this. Next Saturday night, if you're an older country music fan, that show's almost sold out too. But we're doing a retro country thing where we're all going to go back. Jay Allen will be here with us. And we're going to do a bunch of just old country stuff, but good stuff. So if you want to come by and see us next Saturday, and don't forget, every Friday night live is here. And then next Sunday, Dustin Jenkins sings the songs of
Tiny Tim, right?
50 Cent.
Where am I supposed to do that singing?
Here. I'm booking it myself right now. All right, let me make sure that I'm in gear here and we're ready to go. Is everybody okay? All right, folks. Yeah, I want y'all to hear. I want to hear the biggest "Hey Dougie" we have ever heard, ladies and gentlemen, for our buddy, our pal, Doug Stock, everyone.
I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day ain't working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that would kick the bucket. I was sitting on a pile like Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness. It could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me any 110 I stamp with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy happiness. And so it can buy me a boat. Call me a redneck, white trash, and blue collar. I could change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money is the root of all evil, and you can't fit a camel through the eye of a needle. I guess that's probably true, but it still sounds pretty cool. And it can buy me a boat, and it can buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me any 110 I step with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy anything. Maybe so, and it could buy me a boat to float down on the water with a beer. I hear the Powerball lottery is sitting on $100 million. Well, that could buy me a brand new rod and reel, and it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me any 110 I stamp with some silver bullets. Yeah, I know what they say, money can't buy anything. Well, maybe so, and it could buy me a boat. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so.
He could buy me a boat. And he could buy me a boat. Wow. You guys are amazing. This is a full house. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that everybody's here. I want to welcome you here to Doug Stock Steals the Show. I suppose Bobby's going to want his guitar back.
I got one I can loan him just in case he needs one.
Thank you, sir.
Did I get you anything else, sir?
Well, maybe. That's what I needed. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Opry. I'm so glad you're here. I have so many close friends and family, and I just am overwhelmed by all the support that you've given me and this fantastic band, the Orange Blossom Opry Band. So tonight, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the steel guitar and a little bit about myself. And let's see, let's get one of them. This little baby. This one's a 1955 Oahu. And this kind of helps tell the story of how this all got started. Back in the mid-1880s, there was this 11-year-old boy walking along the road, and as 11-year-old boys will do, he saw a rusty bolt laying along the road, and he happened to have his guitar in his hand, just a regular acoustic guitar, and he was throwing this bolt up in the air, and it just fell and accidentally hit the strings and kind of slid across it. And he thought that sounded really good. And so he picked that bolt up and he took it home. I hope he got a tetanus shot, but he took it home and he started messing around with it. Of course, the threads got in the way, so he refined it. He tried using combs, all sorts of metal devices, and finally came up with a round bar that he used that is still used to this day. Now, about that time in Oahu, the Mormons had settled there and to get away from persecution in the United States. So Joseph Kikuku is the fellow we're talking about, and there should be a picture of him up there. That's the first steel guitar player. And his parents wound up joining the Mormons and heading back to the United States to go to Utah. Well, that left old Joseph in a dorm house, in a high school dorm house, all to himself with that steel guitar, with that shiny bolt that he now had, that round bar. And he used all that time to develop his style, and he became immensely popular in Hawaii. And when he went on to record there, he was teaching there, and the style caught on, and they started doing recordings of it. And they also, across the United States, those recordings came, and everybody was beginning to hear the steel guitar, and it became the rage everywhere in Hawaii and in the United States. And we've got Joseph to thank for that. And let's see if this thing is working. Pull this down. Oh. I bet it'll work now. There we go.
Have you got your bolt?
The steel bar. This is my bolt. So it came to the United States, and there was a company that was formed in Flint, Michigan in 1926. Oh, we got somebody from Flint here?
Got somebody from
1926, the Oahu Music Company was formed, and they made steels, and they made sheet music to teach it. And they sent people out door to door to teach, to get people interested in playing the steel guitar. Well, eventually this instrument made its way to the South and to the blues guys and the country guys, but they didn't really take to the Oahu method. The blues guy decided they'd just take this instrument, which they thought was a really great instrument, but they weren't really interested in playing Hawaiian music. So they kind of came up with things like, so that was born in the Deep South. Thank you. And also the country people got a hold of it and started using it in country music. They started kind of doing things with Hank Williams, such as... yeah. Now, over in Hawaii, though, it still was a very popular instrument, and they were doing things like this. You might remember this song. Aloha. So everybody was taking this instrument and doing what they wanted to do with it, so I thought I would do that. And so I made up a song, an instrumental of a Little Big Town song. And so if everybody else could play it the way they darn well wanted to, I thought I should be able to also. So here's a Little Big Town song, all on the instrumental of the steel guitar. Oh, thank you. The Wahoo steel guitar. All right. So that's a little bit about the steel guitar. It went on to adding pedals and all sorts of things. People came up with all sorts of things, and it's turned into be our modern day pedal steel guitar, which I'm going to go to right now. Hold on. Okay. I just don't want to forget anything, so. Okay. So, Karen, are you back there? You got that next picture? Oh, yeah. That's me.
Which one?
Yeah. I gave up the clarinet, and that's my sister Dixie and my sister Diane with me. So we had kind of a family band going for a while, and my next picture there, yeah, that's my brother and myself. Yeah, he looks happy, doesn't he? I'm playing a bar chord there, can you tell? So anyway, and let's see, we got another one? Oh, there's my first band, the Ramblin' Wrecks. Yeah, it probably was appropriate. And I think we got one more. Oh, yeah. So in my teens, over on the left, up in the upper left, that's me with kind of longer hair. And my brother behind me, my sister Dixie right beside me, we entered a contest in the state of Iowa for a Battle of the Bands kind of thing. We won like 6 trophies. She won the best female. He won the best male. I got the best instrumentalist trophy for that. So that was my first little contest winning. Anyway, I was just playing guitar, as you can kind of tell, and I got into a band where a fellow wanted me to play steel, and I don't know anything about steel, and he said, no problem, I'll buy it, and you take it and see if you can learn how to play it, and if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can just give it back to me, and I'll keep it. I said, well, okay. I did that, and so we stopped in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and picked up a little Showbud Maverick out of the front window, and then went on into Illinois, where we had to play that night, or they had to play, I should say. They were trying to do auditions to get us more jobs, but I wasn't old enough to go into the bar. So they said, you're going to have to stay here. You take this steel guitar, and we want you to learn something on it. And I said, I don't know what to learn. And he said, well, learn the intro for Pass Me By, that, and also you should learn steel guitar rag. And I said, well, I've heard it. I don't have any idea how to play it, and I don't know what key it's in. I said, well, you'll figure it out. So the key of A on the pedal steel is kind of here in the middle of the neck, which is where I wound up learning it. Later on, I learned how it was really played in the open string position, but I learned it in A, so to honor that very first song, learning on the pedal steel guitar, that's where we're going to play it, and that's what we're going to do right now. Justin Jenkins. Mickey Adams. I feel better now. Oh, so that was my very first song to learn. I was listening to albums of my parents, and I heard this sound. It was the first time really that I wound up falling in love with the sound of the steel guitar, because the first time I played it, it was just because somebody wanted me to. But I heard this album, and it kind of changed my life. And it was an album by Buck Owens and the Buckaroos live at Carnegie Hall. And Tom Brumley was playing the pedal steel guitar on this. And so I want to do this to kind of tip my hat to Tom Brumley. I think you'll know the song.
Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now ending, and the key to my heart you hold in your hand. Oh, nothing else matters, 'cause we're together again. Together again. Well, my gray skies are all gone now. You're back in my arms. That's right where you belong. And the love that we knew together again. Oh, nothing else matters, 'cause we're together again. Oh.
That's my favorite song. Well, I'm going to do one where I get to sing. So there. Yeah, that's right. And this one, I love the steel that was put on this by Steve Henson. And so I'm going to try to do both. He only had to play steel on it. And Josh Turner only had to sing it. So I'm going to do both. So there we go. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you'll understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. Can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. There's no hurry, don't you worry. We can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I had in mind. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. 'Cause we ain't got no place to go. I hope you'll understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Mickey. Never loved nobody the way that I love you. We're alone now, you don't know how long I wanted to. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you'll understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Bobby told me not to talk over my applause. This next song was a Ray Price song, but really I think Ray Price was just kind of the background singer to the steel guitar player who's my hero in all of steel guitar players. I mean, I have so many that I just admire so much, but this particular fella is definitely my #1 hero. His name's Buddy Emmons, and there's a picture of him and I at Church Street Station. He did all the tapings for the TNN stuff. I got to play a steel one night at Church Street because, well, he didn't know the song, and I did. So I guess that makes me better. We lost Buddy last year, and it was a terrible loss. But this particular song was one that was a Ray Price song, but Buddy turned around and made it an instrumental and put it onto an album. And so to honor Buddy Emmons, I'm going to do a song called I Just Destroyed the World. Bobby Randall. These boys are sounding pretty good tonight. I don't think I could have got a better band.
Not for this money.
Now they're mine.
Yeah, not for this price.
Not for this price. That's true.
Had to use it.
You know, just
Too quick for you.
I thought you gave up on saying what he whispers in your ear.
Well, just
He
depends on what
gets
it
you
is.
in trouble.
He's got to quit doing that to me because I don't like it anymore.
There was another fellow that loved putting steel guitar on his records, and there was a ton of it. It was a guy named John Huey, played on most of it. Paul Franklin played on some of it too, but John Huey played with Conway Twitty originally, yeah. And he played on tons of recordings, and he's a star in his own right. We lost him also. We're losing all of our steel players, so I'm a young guy. Anyway, this one, this fella loves the steel guitar, and he. Well, there goes his pay. No, I'm gonna have him sing this, so I better pay him. So this is a song, Vince Gill, and there's nobody that can do it any better than Dustin Jenkins.
After all these years together, look at us. After all that we've been through, look at us, still leaning on each other. And if you want to see how true love should be, then just look at us. Look at you, still pretty as a picture. And then look at me, 'cause I'm still crazy over you. Look at us, still believing in forever. And if you want to see how true love should be, well then just look at us. Oh, 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 and in 100 years from now, I know without a doubt they'll all look back and wonder how we made it all work out. Chances are that we'll go down in history. And when they want to see how true love should be, they'll just look at us. Now, my very favorite part of this song is when Doug plays. Y'all listen. Chances are that we'll go down in history. And when they want to see how true love should be, they'll just look at us. Oh, 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 and when they want to see how true love should be, they'll just look at us. Ooh.
That was Purdy.
Young, huh?
Yeah.
I just got that.
Well, stand up a little bit here. Stretch. So,
Don't do that too much.
Did you hear the bones
Yeah,
cracking?
that's for young people.
so I spent a good amount of my time in my career in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, at Church Street Station at a place called the Cheyenne Saloon and Opera House. And I think we got a, yeah, that picture is the Cheyenne Saloon Band on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. And that's me over towards the right, not the guy on the end. That's another, what, Willie
That's
something?
Mickey.
Willie something. Anyway, he handed me that big old check, and Willie was having tax problems at the time. So I offered to tear off a piece of it for him, but he wasn't amused. Anyway, we won that contest, and I think there's another picture. Oh, yeah. So a couple times we did some things with President Bush, and it was a re-election campaign thing, and he loved country music, and so he had us playing, and I got to do that. Music has given me the chance to do so many really wonderful things, and not the least of playing with this great band. Yeah. But it pales in comparison to my biggest accomplishment, and actually she surprised me tonight by bringing another one of my kinfolk along, and so if you would please make a huge round of applause for my daughter Lindsay. Lindsay, stand up, stand up, and my son Jason. They're twins. Identical. Yeah. He was 12 and she was 8, but so anyway, I'm so glad you guys made it here for this, and I love you both. You may be wondering what all this other crap up here is for.
That's an expensive yard sale.
So I thought I ought to show off these boys a little bit since I got such a great band here tonight. It's complicated. So I'm going to play a couple instruments on this, and you boys jump in there, kind of. You'd help me out. This time, I got one. Was it? Did that blow or did that suck?
It sucked a little bit.
Okay. Here we go. A little Foggy Man breakdown. The Orange Blossom Opry Band.
And Doug.
You a funny man.
Looks aren't everything.
The boys are dying to talk. I can. Yeah.
It's because we love you so much.
So, I think it's time to let that steel guitar player sing again. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to do that. I forgot because it's not written on this
Young.
list. Yeah. There's a second thing to go. I have another young lady that I'm awfully proud of. And she's going to do a song with me so that I can do this mandolin, because I haven't played that yet. And she's trying to make her way into the music business, and, you know, she's okay. She's all right. But if you'll just be real nice to her and give her a warm welcome anyway, would you please welcome Macy Mack, the fabulous Macy Mack. There she is. Hey, Macy. What were you doing back there? Macy, by the way, her 19th birthday yesterday.
Believe it or not, I was actually supposed to be born today, but I just had to come out a day earlier.
You were in a hurry.
Yes, I was in a hurry. My mom did not appreciate that.
And she's here tonight. Bridget, and say hi to her, and,
Yep.
and Van, and Becky, your grandma, or your mama.
Yes, we all come here to see you, not my birthday.
Oh, they came all the way to from Mississippi just to see me. Okay, good. Well, let's do one together.
Well, thank you, Doug, for having me, and you're kicking butt out here, and this right here, this steel guitar and all these instruments he's playing, that is country music. And I'm telling you that right here, and no one plays it any better than this man right here. So, yes. Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm walking out the door. You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? I've taken all that I can take. My heart's broken, all a heart should break. Staying here would be a big mistake. So I'll be leaving now for my heart's sake. Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm walking out the door. You may never see me anymore. just some place to be away from you, from all the hurt and pain that you put me through. I don't suppose that I'll be missed by you. Ain't you even gonna cry? Hey, I'm looking out the door. You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? You may never see me anymore. Ain't you even gonna cry? Thank y'all, thank y'all. And thank y'all for coming out and supporting Doug. He is not only just an amazing musician, but he holds himself so well as an individual as well, and I'm so thankful to have him in my life. So, yeah.
Oh, bless you. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. Now, get off the stage. This is Dougie steals the show, not Macy Mack steals the show. So, Macy Mack steals, Dougie steals the show.
He's gonna give me the steel boot.
So now that she sang all the high notes, I'm gonna see if I can't get down a little lower. Macy Mack. Snap your fingers. Some people say man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bones. A mind that's weak, but a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel, I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons on number 9 north. The straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bobby Randall. born one morning, the drizzle and rain. Fighting in a trouble was my middle name. Wearing an old line line. Can no high-toned woman make me walk the line? I load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul. Oh,
Got any more?
oh, oh. To the company store. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm such a hellraiser. Well, besides Church Street in Orlando, I worked at another place that, I don't know, it's kind of a small little divey place out there. You might have heard of it. It's called Disney World. That's me in Frontierland at the Diamond Horseshoe in Frontierland. And yeah, I had to tell a joke. I come in and audition for a job to get a fiddle playing job, and the bartender would say, "No, we don't pay you. You pay us. You got any gold nuggets?" And I'd pull out this pouch, and it'd have chicken's feet sticking out of it. And I said, "No, but I got chicken nuggets." I told that joke a lot of times. So anyway, that's me at Disney. I think there's another picture. Oh, yeah. So this one is one of my prouder moments in my career. This is at the International Steel Guitar Convention in St. Louis at Scotty's. And each year they invited 30 players from around the world. And I got to be one of them one year. So I was one of 30 in the entire world to play. So, and I worked this particular song up for that particular show, and I've not really played it much since. So forgive me if I don't get it right, but I decided to do a Disney song because, well, I worked at Disney. So here's a song from a movie called Beauty and the Beast. Thank you. Thank you. I made it. Well, going back to that Live at Carnegie Hall album, it had another song on it. It became the theme song for Buck Owens' band, the Buckaroos. And Bobby Randall has graciously agreed to help me out with this. I got to retune for this, and I got to remember to retune afterwards. So, yeah.
Because of that album that you were talking about, and the song we're about to play, in the 11th grade, I bought that guitar right there that Dougie was playing because of this next song. So Dougie and I you were in Carnegie Hall, and I was ripping off cars at Walmart.
Is that one of them guitars you found in one of them cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Waiting for. Are you ready, Dougie? Okay.
That was a great tune. Thank you, Bobby. You did.
sir.
That was great. Bobby Randall. Now, according, I know what this is about. Before I show this next picture, I want to let you know kind of how nerve-wracking this was to do this tonight, because there's 3 other guys on this stage that play this instrument, and they're standing behind me, and I just know they're just going, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. So, Dustin plays on a lot of recordings, and he doesn't like to take it out of the bedroom, but he.
We're talking about steel guitar, right?
Might not ought to said that.
That's what he told me. So, and of course, Bobby Randall has played steel guitar with some of the biggest names in the business. So I probably have no business playing in front of him either. And Mickey Adams has created quite the name for himself on YouTube as an instructor of the pedal steel guitar, and he's a fabulous pedal steel guitar player also. And so give him a round of applause. Look him up if you want to learn how to play, look him up. By the way, if you could bring up the house lights, how many steel guitar players did show up tonight? Is there any? There's one. By gosh, that's it. Just one. Oh, two. There's another one. So, yeah, they don't like to talk about it.
Y'all don't have to be ashamed if you take it out of the bedroom, too.
How many steel guitar owners?
Yeah. So, but I just want you guys to know that it may seem kind of obscure instrument, but some pretty famous people that have played the pedal steel guitar. If you give us that first picture. So that was the first steel player from Egypt.
Well, he looks a lot like you, Doug.
Yeah. From ancient Egypt. That's where the steel started in 1958.
What in the world?
And what's our next picture? There, see? Now, Foghorn Leghorn, you probably never thought of him as a pedal steel player, but he did. And we got another one. Oh, yep. That fella got kind of marooned on an island and had nothing else to do, so he decided to take up pedal steel. We got another. And, of course, Santa plays steel. And this last fella, he kind of lost his job. He had nothing else to do, so he thought he would take up pedal steel. Yeah, there he is.
Make country music great again.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Don't get all excited. He's not here. You got to put up with me. But what I'm going to do is, how shall I do this? This instrument over here, you might have seen it sitting over here. This is a 1955 Fender triple neck String Master. This was the quintessential steel for people to be using before this thing came along. It has 3 necks, and each neck has a different tuning on it, and each tuning allows, since you can't, with your fingers like a guitar, get all these different notes, they use different tunings so they could get different sounds. Well, I brought along my String Master tonight, and I'm going to do one of the most famous songs that was done on steel guitar. And it's not, I don't hardly ever play it. It's not country particularly, but it did put the steel guitar on the map. And this was done in 1959. So this song is younger than me. So
I wasn't born yet.
Talk to the people, Dustin. I'm going to get this.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Depends.
Actually, I want to know where Dougie got that jacket. Dougie, where'd you get that jacket? Because that jacket's really cool.
At Church Street.
Church Street Station? Yeah.
In the gift shop.
I don't suppose they got any left, right?
You looking for one to go out trick-or-treating in, Bobby?
Well, that hurt.
You can shut Mickey's mic off now.
Yeah. So, anyway, from 1959, and a couple guys named Santo and Johnny. Mickey.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't me. Let me check this. Perfect. Okay. Kevin's been over there awful quiet, and I'm going to get him to sing a little bit on this one. Now, this is going to take us all the way up to 1966. And this song it's a country song, but just not this country. It's more England, I guess. It's a Beatles song, and I've always liked this song, and I thought I'd try to make an instrumental out of it and put it on the pedal steel and just see what happens. And Kevin's going to help me out a little bit with this, and it's called Eleanor Rigby. Picks up the rice in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by her door. Who is it for? All the lonely people That's all I know. I'm going to play something I don't know. I am going to do that. But first, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting me and the band and the Opry. And I never thought in a million years that I would have filled this place up. But
Yes, sir.
oh, you guys are killing me. Thank you. And so I'm going to be over there someplace. I'll be there or up in there. And if you'd like to come by and say hi, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out here. And it really touched my heart. And I love being here at the Opry. And I love you folks. And I'm so glad you came out. And we're going to end with a Waylon Jennings song, who also was a huge steel guitar fan. He had a fellow by the name of Ralph Mooney on a lot of his records. I think all of the records, maybe. Anyway, this one had a just steel all over it, and so of course I just thought I ought to do that. So to honor Ralph Mooney and Waylon Jennings, here's a little song called "Rainy Day Woman."
I never seem to see it for the good times or the sunshine. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day woman. That woman of mine, she ain't happy. She finds something wrong or someone to blame. If it ain't one thing, it's another one on the way. Well, I woke up early to the sunshine. Sure as hell looks just like rain. I know where to go on a cloudy day. Oh, rainy day woman, I never seem to see you for the good times or the sunshine. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day woman. Stand on it, son. She ain't happy. She finds something wrong or someone to blame. If it ain't one thing, it's another one on the way. Well, I woke up early to the sunshine. It sure as hell looks just like rain. I know where to go on a cloudy day. Oh, rainy day woman, I never seem to see you for the good times or the sunshine. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day woman. Duck stock, y'all. Give me another one, come on, son. Never seem to see you for the good times or the sunshine. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day woman. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day. One more time, fellas. You have been a friend of mine, rainy day woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Stock. Doug Stock, everybody. Duck Stock, everyone. On behalf of everybody here at the Orange Blossom Opry, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We'll see you again here. Once again, big round of applause for Doug Stock, y'all.